Hey. What is up, everybody? We are live. We are in Las Vegas. I am not at the Crypto Club yet, so I'm doing the show early today. And part of the rest of this week will be early as well, just to give me enough time to get to the club in time, open it up, do everything I need to. And today, yes, I got to do the class today, and we're going to be showcasing you how to set up your first crypto wallet. So if you want to be a part of that, join the Crypto Club now, or you can go to our link at bitcoinben.io. Oh, wait, that's my name. Usually that is the bitcoinben.io website. But yes, guys, I am back. Sorry for no show yesterday. I was just getting all settled in here. There was no internet at the club, and so I just could not do that. So I'm doing it here in the Airbnb. It kind of looks like my office back in Sarasota. But I will be back next week on Monday. So if you guys need an appointment with me, then I will be back in the office. But yeah, let's go in. What's going on in the news today? Let's see. So we're going old school style and how I'm sharing the screen. So let's see. First up, breaking, MicroStrategy bought another 168 Bitcoin for 18.8 million. So if you guys were scared about the little price action going on as we see Bitcoin's price, like we were down. We went down to 108 when I was like starting the show, getting it set up. No, 107. But miraculously in this last hour, Bitcoin skyrocketed back to 112. Is this another dead cat bounce, or is this the start of it? So what else is going on though? Like there is adoption going on around the world. We have over $150 billion oil giant Shell is now accepting Bitcoin payments in South Africa. It's happening. And here's a gentleman. Yep, look at that. He's at the gas station, scanned, probably used the Lightning Network, scanned it, and boom, he purchased his gas with Bitcoin. So again, there's always people out there that are just like going, like in the very beginning, it was like, oh, you can't spend your Bitcoin on anything. It's like, so what's the point of it? But now that we actually have the ability to spend our Bitcoin, utilize as an actual currency, they're going, well, I thought you said you shouldn't spend your Bitcoin. I thought you should just save it. So they just want to argue about everything. But adoption is happening, guys, and we are here. Now let's go over these little bit of articles for you, like what's going on. We had an AWS attack yesterday, so people on Coinbase, Robinhood, stocks, like everything was down. Like most of my news articles today are from Cointelegraph, and I think Bitcoinist, because like Decrypt, the Bitcoin magazine, it's like they just were not loading. So I'm not sure if that's still a part of the AWS attack, but I still was able to bring you the news. So let's go through these articles this morning and hear what is going on in the crypto space. So first up, again, we're going to talk about the Amazon AWS outage, which knocked out Coinbase mobile app, and Robinhood was disrupted. Let's zoom in a little bit so that way we can read it together. Oh, that's too big. There we go. All right. So this marks the second major Amazon AWS outage since April, when connectivity issues created usability problems for at least 8 large crypto exchanges. So, guys, you want to get your crypto off the exchanges, because again, if your exchange wasn't working and you had your crypto on your wallet, you could just went to some place that wasn't using AWS and just did your transactions there or whatever you need to. But Coinbase and Robinhood were among several major platforms distressed by an Amazon Web Service data center outage on Monday, underscoring the risk of relying on centralized cloud providers for critical financial infrastructure. Now, Coinbase, the third largest centralized cryptocurrency exchange by trading volume, was hit by an AWS data center outage, which reported increased error rates and latencies for multiple AWS services in the Northern Virginia region. Now, the AWS disruption crashed Coinbase's mobile application, with multiple users reporting issues logging in, placing orders, and withdraw funds. The base app was also disrupted as well. Now, so again, this is why it's okay to have maybe 3 different exchanges like to sign up for, just in case like one's out and you need to use that exchange right now. It's like, okay, Coinbase was out, let's go to Uphold. Uphold's not working, well, let me just use Cash App then. And so it's just good to have like options out there. So if you just have one crypto exchange out there that you're signed up for, maybe you might want to have another one just as a backup, but always never leave your crypto on there. You want to be in full control of it. Don't be reliant on the exchanges, but I still recommend at least having 2 to 3. But we can confirm that the global services and features that rely on the US East 1 have also recovered. We continue to work towards full resolution and will provide updates as we have more information to share, wrote in AWS in a Monday update about 3 hours after the outage was first reported. Now we're seeing early signs of recovery, with some users being able to access and use Coinbase services now. Coinbase wrote in a Monday X post, adding that the team is still working on the issue with its top priority. So here was the Coinbase status from the status.coinbase.com site. So monitoring on October 20th, a fix has been implemented and we're monitoring the results. update around 1:20 Pacific Standard Time. A major Amazon Web Service outage is causing widespread internet disruptions impacting mobile. At 45, this is going back. We're continuing to investigate the issue, and we're aware that customers may be unable. So they were aware of it and just letting everyone know. But the latest AW outage represents another wake-up call for crypto's industry. According to Max Lee, founder and CEO of AI-based decentralized data cloud platform Oert, this highlights why decentralized solutions are essential, Lee told Cointelegraph, adding that decentralized cloud computing offers a powerful alternative by distributing data and processing across a network, reducing the risk of single point of failure that can lead to complete service disruptions. And yeah, so we do need to rely on it. Hence why I do like the Theta network, because this is what they're all about with the Theta Edge Cloud. So while no other crypto exchanges reported outages, multiple users on the stock trading platform Robinhood also reported trading execution delays and application programming interfaces issues. Now, Amazon down, Robinhood down, Reddit down, McDonald's down, Fortnite down, wrote a crypto trader Cushy in a Monday X post. But this crash comes 6 months after a previous AWS outage impacted trading services on at least 8 different crypto exchanges, including Binance, KuCoin, Mexi, Coinstore, Gate.io, DBank, Rabby Wallet, and Weeks. And Cointelegraph reported that on back in April, and I'm pretty sure I picked up that article and talked about it too. Now, Amazon cited connectivity issues as the reason behind April's outage, which affected at least 12 of its services. The Amazon AWS outage highlights a need for decentralized cloud infrastructure. So AWS provides cloud infrastructure for a centralized exchange that can handle high transaction volumes with low latency and trading orders. It is used by some of the biggest exchanges, including Binance, Coinbase, BitMEX, Huobi, Crypto.com, and Kraken. Now, the latest outage has renewed calls to develop decentralized alternatives that eliminate single points of failure. Now, the Layer 1 blockchain, Veneer Chain, has been building blockchain-based cloud infrastructure aimed at reducing this resilience. Now, 2 weeks after the April AWS outage, Veneer launched Neutron, an AI-native blockchain layer, offering data compression ratios of up to 500 to 1. The system allows users to store files fully on-chain without third-party dependence, according to Veneer CEO Jawad Ashwath. Now, this unlocks entirely new possibilities from simple storing of a file to fully on-chain without relying on third parties. Now, to querying and verifying the actual information inside the file, Ashford told Cointelegraph that the Internet Computer Protocol is just another blockchain-based alternative, offering decentralized computing, storage, and hosting across global nodes. Now, there's other Web3-based infrastructure providers, including Filecoin for data storage, Akash Network for decentralized computing, and Render Network for GPU-based compute services. So yeah, so there is already blockchains and projects out there that are prepared to solve these cloud service providers, and AWS being the big one, they need to go to blockchain. But again, these guys have been building because these guys aren't doing it, so they built something to pretty much take over what AWS is. So yeah, so that's what took place yesterday was it yesterday with the AWS outage going on and everything. So yeah, so that's our first article we got for you. Now, what else do I have? Let's see. What's next? We have the U.S. government shutdown is likely to end this week, said a Trump advisor. So that is, yeah, we've been waiting on that. The shutdown, again, nobody really felt it at all. Nothing really changed in the real world. The only thing that really did that I paid attention in the crypto space is it slowed down ETF approval. So that kind of hindered people who don't want to go fully into crypto, but they want to still use ETFs to get just a feel for it. They're kind of shut down on getting into we had a Litecoin ETF that was proposed, an XRP one, Solana, and I think there was a couple others out there, which was just totally postponed because of the shutdown. But it looks like it might end this week, but some people from Polymarket placing bids that may last longer. So let's go through this article to hear a little bit more about it, if we will get one or not. So White House advisor Kevin Hassett says that the U.S. government shutdown will likely end this week, which could restart crypto regulators' progress. The 3-week-long U.S. government shutdown is likely to end sometime this week, according to a White House economic advisor, a move that could restart crypto regulatory's progress. Now, I think the Schumer shutdown is likely to end sometime this week, Kevin Hassett told CNBC Squawk Box segment on Monday, referring to the Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, whom Republicans have pointed the finger at for triggering this government shutdown. Now, the moderate Democrats will move forward and get us on an open government, at which point we could negotiate whatever policies they want to negotiate with regular orders, he added. Now, if this isn't If that isn't successful, then the Trump administration may impose stronger measures to force the Democrats to cooperate, said Hassett. Now, a crypto advocate who disclosed holdings with more than $1 million in Coinbase earlier this year, he is also one of Trump's top 3 picks to replace Jerome Powell as the Federal Reserve Chair in May 2026. Now, here's the tweet from CNBC. Kevin Hassett told CNBC on Monday that the government shutdown is likely to end sometime this week, but if that doesn't happen, then the Trump administration may impose stronger measures to force the Democrats to cooperate. If you want to read the full article on that one, it's right here in this article. But the government shutdown stalled altcoin ETFs momentum, like I just said. So the U.S. government shutdown, which commenced on October 1st, is currently in its 20th day, the 3rd longest in the nation's history. Now, many exchange-traded fund applications for Litecoin, XRP, and Solana are waiting on final decisions from the U.S. securities regulator, but have been delayed to the government's budget standoff. Now, other crypto developments are seemingly waiting for an end to the shutdown. U.S. lawmakers met with strategy Michael Saylor and 17 other industry leaders to discuss how Congress can move forward with Trump's strategic Bitcoin reserve in mid-September. Now, it is a key talking point in the meeting centered on how the Cynthia Lummis-sponsored Bitcoin Act can facilitate Bitcoin purchases in the budget-neutral ways. Now, Democrats are to meet crypto executives this week. So, however, the government shutdown hasn't completely stalled regulatory progress, with the Democratic senators reportedly set to host a roundtable with industry leaders from Coinbase, Circle, Ripple, and others on Wednesday to discuss how the proposed U.S. crypto market structure bill can be pushed forward. So despite Hassett's optimism, Polymarket ads estimate that there is 71% chance that the shutdown will last longer than 30 days, taking it to at least October 31st. So this is sometimes numbers you want to look into, because these are like the people actually voting like on like their betting money, and like you're getting like actually a more accurate result just from what the news says. They're getting like live reports, and I guess 71% thinks it's not going to end this week and will go till the end of the month. So we'll see who's right. But if you want to bet against that, I think that'd be some good odds on Polymarket. But yeah, so the government shutdown is still going on. It could end. If it does, cool, because now we're going to get some ETFs. But let's continue on with the news. What else is going on? We got Bolivia's new leader declares war on corruption with blockchain. So yes, the new president of Bolivia is a Bitcoiner. So according to reports, Bolivia's new president has put blockchain at the center of a plan to cut corruption and raise transparency in government finances. Now, Rodrigo Paz Piera, who won the runoff that ended nearly 2 decades of rule by the movement for socialism, has made clean government a clear promise. He says modern ledgers can make money flow harder to hide. Now, blockchain plan for transparency. Paz's team is proposing the use of distributed ledgers for key public processes, including procurement and the tracking of public funds. Now, based on reports, the Central Bank of Bolivia relaxed a previous ban on cryptocurrencies in June of 2024, a move that has opened the door for banks and fintechs to work with digital assets while keeping the Boliviano as the official currency. Now, crypto activity in the country has grown sharply. Reported figures show that crypto transactions rising from 46.5 million in the first half of 2024 to roughly 294 million in the same period of 2025. That's a more than 500% jump in the volume that has grabbed the attention of regulators and lawmakers. Now, why does this push matter? Well, supporters say that blockchain will add a public, tamper-resistant record to budgets and contracts, which could make it harder for officials to hide graft. Now, critics warn that the technology alone won't fix weak institutions, and they argue that audits, strong oversight, and clear rules are still needed for any system to work. Now, reports have disclosed that the new administration is exploring pilot projects and international cooperation to build capacity, including ties with the other countries that already use blockchain tools in some government functions. Now, the international links and local caveats. Bolivia has been seeking outside help. Based on reports, officials signed a memorandum of understanding with partners abroad to share regulatory ideas and technical know-how. The exchange could speed up implementation. At the same time, though, analysts note that the rapid growth in crypto use raises its own challenges, such as consumer protection and money laundering risks that must be managed. The central bank moves to allow crypto interactions through formal banking channels and was intended to reduce informal activity, but regulators now face new work in supervision and enforcement. Now, implementation details remain thin, and reports say that the pilot programs are likely to come first, focusing on a few government services before broader rollouts happen. Now, success will depend on how public agencies adopt the tools, how clearly rules are written, and whether independent audits are used to check the results. Now, if the pilots expose gaps, they will be revised, and if they do work, then the government could expand the approach for more areas. So Bolivia is going to get a nice little crypto and blockchain update in their system. So that's the winning news. So again, the blockchain adoption is still happening around the world. And again, it's just one step at a time, from us having our crypto President Trump come in, to Bolivia, to where it all started, El Salvador, President Bukele making Bitcoin legalized tender. It started off 4 years ago, but now it's rapidly expanding so fast. So that little price dip we saw with Bitcoin, there's so many people now even calling for the 4-year Bitcoin cycle is over. I've been speculative about that for the past couple months, just because again, we haven't followed the cycle since it broke last year before the halving event even happened. So again, people are finally starting to realize that might actually be the new truth. So we just got to take this day by day, but Bitcoin's just going to keep going, and everyone's still saying it's going to go to 1 million. I do believe that, but how fast is it going to go? Probably sooner than what I thought a couple of years back. But let's continue on with the news. What else do I have for you? So let me switch my screen back over here. I miss having my switchboard back at home. But next up, looks like SpaceX moves $257 million in Bitcoin, and this reignites the question over its crypto play. Are they going to sell it? Is it just security reasons? Let's find out. So the SpaceX labeled wallets made their second largest scale Bitcoin transfer in 3 months, raising speculations of a sell as the company faces growing competition. So Elon Musk's aerospace company SpaceX moved $257 million worth of Bitcoin, its second largest scale transfer in 3 months, prompting speculation about the potential sale as the company faces mounting financial and political pressure. Now, SpaceX transferred the Bitcoin on Tuesday, marking the company's first wallet movement since July. The SpaceX labeled wallet, 1MDYM, I believe that's part of their final 4 letters, transferred $130 million worth of Bitcoin to the address BC1QJ, while another SpaceX wallet, 1AXEF, sent $127 million in Bitcoin to address BC1Q, according to data from blockchain intelligence platform Nansen. Okay, actually, this just seems like they're making a change. There's nothing showing that they're selling at all, but this is just telling me this makes me think that they're just protecting their assets more, because these IMD1B or the IMDYM and the 1AXEF, these are legacy wallets out there. So he's probably protecting himself from quantum threats out there, which all they got to do is move to the SegWit channel, which you can clearly tell by the BC1Q. All SegWit Bitcoin wallet addresses come with the BC1Q starter, but the legacy ones came with this. So this is just kind of telling me that Elon Musk is just protecting his assets just a little bit more. But the 2 receiving addresses haven't transferred or sold the Bitcoin, nor has SpaceX commented on the reason for the transaction. Now, the wallet movement marks SpaceX's second transfer in 3 months, after the aerospace company moved $153 million worth of Bitcoin in July, its first fund movement since 2022. Now, Cointelegraph has approached SpaceX for comments on the reason behind the Bitcoin transfer. Now, while Elon Musk has recently touted Bitcoin for its energy-based inflation-proof economic model, the billionaire relationship with the cryptocurrency industry has been complicated. Musk's SpaceX first disclosed its Bitcoin holdings back in July 2021 alongside electric car manufacturer Tesla, which purchased $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin earlier that year as well. And then in May 2021, Tesla suspended its Bitcoin payments for its vehicle purchases, citing environmental concerns, which caused Bitcoin's price to drop by 6% within an hour, from 54,000 to 51. And citing the economic concerns. And guys, if you want a class on that, we're actually going to be talking about that on this Thursday's crypto class. So again, join the crypto club if you want to be a part of these classes. But while Tesla hasn't sold most of its Bitcoin holdings, the car maker has yet to comment on it reinstating Bitcoin payments, as Musk previously pledged to do it with mining networks' use of renewable energy and expanded. Now, Bitcoin mining's sustainable energy usage has reached an all-time high of over 55%, according to the above-graph modeling by climate tech venture capitalist Daniel Batten and Bitcoin analyst Willy Woo. So I guess we are at an all-time high for that. But the SpaceX faces growing pressure as NASA opens Moonlander contract. So SpaceX's Bitcoin holdings have received increased attention as aerospace company faces growing political and financial pressure. On Monday, NASA's acting chief, Sean Duffy, said that his agency will open the Moonlander contract to other competitors beyond Elon Musk's SpaceX. Now, which has experienced delays in its Starship lunar lander timeline. We are competing with China, so we need the best company to let us land on the moon as soon as possible. Now, SpaceX has won a contract to build HLS, but the progress is slow, said Duffy in CNBC interview on Monday. And SpaceX entered into a $4.4 billion agreement with NASA in 2021, which included a 2027 moon landing deadline through the firm's fully reusable Starship vehicle. So Blue Origin and Lockheed Martin are expected to bid for the same contract as SpaceX's main competitor. So, Amazon's Blue Origin. But, so what's going on with NASA there? So, so that's the news on SpaceX just moving their Bitcoin to another wallet, to a SegWit wallet, which was originally from the legacy wallet. So again, probably just safer, just protecting his assets. They didn't claim why they were doing it, but that's what I'm thinking is happening. But at the very end of that article, what's going on with NASA? Like the race to get to the moon? I thought we already got to the moon. Or is this the race to have the first renewable energy? Are we going to market the moon? Are we going into the woo-woo side now, where like we're gonna have like Disneyland on the moon, like come to the amusement park, like Futurama? But is that what we're competing for right now with China? I don't know. But I think I have to do a little bit more deeper dive on that. But speaking about the quantum threat and protection against that, so I'm thinking why like Elon Musk moved it. Looks like Trezor is the crypto hardware wallet is rolling out a quantum ready Bitcoin wallet. So let's hear about this new wallet that's coming out and see when we will probably be able to get it. So here we go. Let's see, share that screen, go back over here. So Trezor announces a quantum ready Bitcoin crypto wallet, the Trezor Safe 7, which went live in Prague. So the new product has been designed specifically to be ready for quantum revolution. In a special Trezor event organized in the company's birthplace, Prague, the CEO announced a new product which was advertised as the future of self-custody. Now, Matej Zak, who has spearheaded the crypto wallet giant since 2023, highlighted the launch of the Trezor Safe 7, which includes several brand new features for cryptocurrency wallets. Now, the presentation began by outlining the significance of having the ability to store your own funds safely, of course, and Zach used an example that the adverse development that took place in Czechoslovakia in the previous century, when the government essentially devalued its own currency to introduce a new one, which wiped out 98% of people's savings. Now, Zach said that Trezor's entire mission since its inception in 2013 has been to ensure people can store their cryptocurrency assets safely in their offline wallets in what became known as self-custody in the industry, not your keys, not your coins. Now, the new product aims to enhance the security with the introduction of new features. For instance, it's fully wireless as it uses Bluetooth to connect to any device of the user. It also protected by Trezor's own system and can be charged wirelessly. Interesting, but I've never been a fan of the Bluetooth technology. I kind of like, I don't know, it just seems like a risk, but it has a new type of 330 mega ampere battery, MAH battery. I did not know that abbreviation, but which should have a 4-time longer charging cycle and can be safely drained to 0% before recharging. Now, it has a 2.5-inch color touchscreen display, which is 62% larger than the previous model. Is it? How much larger is that? 2.5? I feel it's going to be still tiny, guys. So if you did not like the touchscreen that Trezor currently has, like the numbers were too small, I'd probably hold off on this one, maybe do a tester, I don't know. But just like, if you can't read or touch those little touchscreens, this one might not be for you. Because I've come across a lot of people who have trouble like just putting in their PIN code. And so, if it's too hard for you guys, don't use it. Use the other models. But Danny Sanders, the CEO of the company, dubbed the new product the complete solution in self-custody in order to improve the overall performance of Trezor Safe 7. Alongside other company products, he said, the firm's software has been revised and renamed the Trezor Suite, removing the light part at the end. Now, it allows users to connect with thousands of crypto-native apps, including outside wallets like MetaMask, to trade and store their assets. And lastly, the team emphasized the introduction of quantum features once the technology revolution becomes a big part of everyday lives. Although they admitted that the quantum computing is something that very few people truly understand now, they said that Bitcoin is not ready for it. But Trezor Safe 7 is, as it becomes with quantum-ready protection. So guys, were you guys try out that one? I'm still perfectly satisfied with my 2 Trezor wallets I have. But it's like this one, I don't know, the Bluetooth feature, if they come out with a model that doesn't have the Bluetooth, I'll probably get that one just to upgrade my model, have a newer one, because I've had mine for some time. It's always good to roll your cryptos around every once in a while. I forget why it's good for it. I just know what it was. So if it's been like 5, 10 years, 7 years, maybe you might want to get a new wallet and just transfer your assets over to the new one. Just, I don't know, I think it's just staying safe and updated. Yeah, I think it's just staying updated to the tech and everything out there. But yeah, so that's Trezor announces a quantum-ready Bitcoin crypto wallet. Yeah, sorry, I had a phone call coming in. But that is it for all the news I have for you. We are currently at a 33 fear. Bitcoin keeps on climbing, 113. Yeah, keep on going. Ethereum passed 4,000 again. XRP jumped 10 cents since I last checked at $2.52. So is this the start? Is it happening? Everything was red when I first started on crypto bubbles, but it looks like we are slowly moving green. So this could be a very, very nice day. But that is it for the news, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I will be back again tomorrow, probably at 8:30, 8:25. What time at Pacific Standard Time? So 11:30. So I'll probably be doing my shows half an hour earlier just to give me enough time to go to the club. But I'm heading there now, so I'll be at our Vegas club location. If you guys need help or an appointment, come on by. I will be there till 4 o'clock until Friday. So 10 to 4 is our hours, and yep, that's when I'll be there. So guys, I will see you later. Have a great day, and peace.
What if I told you a truck driver cracked the code to building a crypto empire? Meet Bitcoin Ben. He went from driving 18-wheelers to creating 6 different ways for regular people to stack Bitcoin and build wealth. This isn't just another crypto course. This is a complete ecosystem where you earn while you learn. First up, the confidential bulk purchase program. Get Bitcoin at wholesale prices through group buying power. Then there's Home to HODL. Convert your home equity directly into Bitcoin instead of cash. Need funding? The Loans for Bitcoin program gets you the capital to buy more crypto. Want passive income? Private Key Capital puts your Bitcoin to work. Hungry for something different? Bitcoin Ben's tokenized beef lets you invest in real cattle backed by blockchain technology. And if you want to mine? Bitcoin Ben's mining program gets you started with the right equipment and knowledge. But here's the kicker. Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club pays you to learn. Earn 10% on direct referrals, 5% on second level, 2% on third level. This might be the only membership where you make more than you pay. Ben went from 10 years behind the wheel to becoming the world's most unlikely crypto expert. Now he's sharing everything through live training, community events, and proven systems that work. Ready to stop watching from the sidelines? Join Bitcoin Ben's Crypto Club today and start stacking sats while building your financial future. Your truck driving days are over. Your crypto empire starts now.